Yeah.
And what do you mean by the religion? The most religions of the refugees, they are go to German or Europe.
Yeah, most of them are Muslim Sunnis, and that's.
And what do you think? Why? German is a Christian country.
Yeah.
And why the religion of most refugees is Muslim?
Now keep in mind the majority of the Syrian population are Muslim Sunnis. They're about 80 to 85% Sunnis. So that's one of the main reasons. But this is not the problem that we should focus on. The problem is, like I told you, you said Germany is a Christian country, and I have no problem with any of the refugees, let's say the Sunni refugees that are going there, of course not. But I have a problem when these refugees start trying to implement their ideology in a country that has a culture that is thousands of years old. So it is very, like you would hear stories of like families saying we want Sharia law, or we want the German government to build schools that are segregated, men alone and women alone,
and build mosques.
I find this very, very annoying, because if you are really in love with Sharia law and the way of Islam and stuff, I don't have any problem with that. But if you are in love with living the lifestyle of Sharia law and stuff, why don't you go to Saudi Arabia?
Yes.
Go and live in Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is a country that implements Sharia law. You would walk, you would not see a woman, women are not allowed to vote. They can only ride a camel or something. They wear shadow costumes. The men all have pubic hair on their beards. And this stuff, you can go and live in Saudi Arabia, a country that implements Sharia law, and this is your lifestyle and the way you enjoy living. Go to that country. But you can't go to a Western country that has Western values, that has its own tradition, its own cultures, its own...
it's very, very difficult
completely different. You can't go to this country and order them to start changing the rules for you. You should be grateful that they allowed you to enter. You should even try to integrate as soon as possible. You should try to learn the language, learn the culture, and try to be part of the German society, and not try to make the German society become part of your own ideology. I think it's very selfish, and only an ungrateful person will think that way. It's the German government. It gives freedom to the people. It's if you're a Muslim, you have the freedom to be a Muslim. If you're a Christian, you have the freedom to be a Christian, a Jew, an atheist. You can do whatever you want. It gives freedom to all religions to practice their faith. But when you have a faith and you are trying to implement the whole country to start living the way you believe, that becomes a problem. It's wrong and it's selfish and it shouldn't be happening. Yeah.
You say, or you mean, now have the people a ground to refuse Syria?
I don't understand.
Or can the people they are fleeing now?
Okay.
They must flee, or they can stay here in Syria?
It's up to them. At the end of the day, you can't really know why everyone is fleeing.
We have here in Syria two areas. It's Kota and Idlib, the less Islamic areas.
Yes, things are improving. Yeah.
Yes, and I think the people in these areas are the only people they have a ground to flee.
Yeah.
Fleeing. Are the other here in Syria? They can stay here or must flee?
What do you mean by the other? The people that don't support?
Here is a Syrian. You and you.
See, the most of the
Did
people.
the president say you can stay here and refugees come back?
Yeah, yeah. Of
And,
course.
and now in this time, is it has the Syrian a ground to fleeing from Syria?
I think now the situation is way much better than last year. You like the most of the areas now in Syria is under the control of the Syrian government, and when the areas are under the control of the Syrian government, that means there is peace, there is security.
Yes.
Most of the people that whenever ISIS controls an area, you would always see that the people of that area will flee that area and go to a government-controlled area, because there they are all protected.
Yes.
So now the situation in Syria is improving. Like now in Damaskus, remaining only eastern Ghouta and, like you said, Idlib and northern Syria. But now it's like, I think from here to maybe a year, hopefully, it will be a good time for people to start considering coming back, you know, to the people that are interested in rebuilding the country and helping the country grow and become better. But I don't know, to be realistic, I don't know if all of the refugees will come back, you know, if they've, especially to the people that maybe got, they've been like for 2-3 years and they're happy, and I don't know if they would all come back, you know. I can't really speak for all of them, but I know that a very huge amount will come back, but I don't know if all will come back. Some people will stay.
Yes, I was in Homs. I see the destroying areas, Hamidia in Homs, and I see the rebuilding. And all my friends in Homs say, why they come not back? We need people to help to rebuild. We have place, we have more work to rebuild the town, and they say they come not back. And my other friend in Tattoos told me all the fleeing people from Homs, they stay in Germany, hold his family from Homs to Germany. Why? Why? They when the men stay in Germany and say my woman and my children are they in Syria, and in Syria is war. Homs is not war. Homs is free by 2014, and the rebuilding is starting. And the man is going to Germany, and the woman and children here in Syria in war. And then now he say my family must come to Germany. He can come back to his family here in Homs and rebuild his homeland.
Yeah, but not everybody is a patriot. You know, some people think of
himself.
Yeah, they think of it in a selfish way. They're in Germany now, which is a, you know, first world country. It's civilized, it's clean. The government is giving them salary, it's giving them house, it's giving them food. Every 2 weeks they send them a guy to give him hand job for free and all this stuff. So, you know, they'll be like, why should I come back to Syria and rebuild? And, you know, especially when the economy is destroyed, you know, there is no good salary, there's no good job. So he's like, why should I come back and live a hard life when I can live in Germany, and every now and then Merkel will come and sit in my lap and tell me how beautiful I am. You know, some people are thinking of it from a selfish point of view, that they don't want to come back, they don't want to do a hard work. They're in Germany now and they're living happily ever after. They can listen to house music and drink beer.
What's the time we have?
9.
Okay.
9, 14, 15.
Give me the camera. I will show where is the camera woman?
Nothing left to say after Treka. Hello from the...
Das ist die Kamerawoman.
Hi.
Rory, das ist die Freundin vom Treka.
Peace.
Also, euch liebe Grüße aus Damaskus und dann bis demnächst. Ciao.
Bye.